everyone, welcome back again to German Pro Happy Learning at Home. Today we will be starting with the chapter 12, that is Körper und Gesundheit, which means body and the health. So let's see what we will be going to study in this. Körper und Sport, body and the sport, by their Hausärztin, Emotionen, the family doctor and emotions, Texter, Werbeanzeigen, Ratgeber, Liebesbrief, text, advertisements, advice and love letter. Wortfelder, Körperteile, Krankheiten. Word fields that you're going to learn in this is body parts and diseases. Körperteile benennen sagen, was man hat und was wo weh tut. Naming body parts and say what you have and where it hurts. Empfehlung und Anweisungen geben. Empfehlung is recommendations and give instructions. Einen Brief schreiben, write a letter. Let's start with the chapter 12. Here is the chapter 12, Körper und Gesundheit, body and the health. So first is the Körper, the body. So Körper und Sport. First we will be learning about the body and the sport. Lesen Sie die Texte, ordnen Sie das passende Foto zu. We have to read the text and match the photos, suitable photos according to the text. Let's see first where is the photos. Okay, here is the photos. We will be just reading the text first. So the first is jedes Jahr fahren Urlauber zum Skifahren in die Alpen. So they were saying every year vacationers go for skiing in the Alps. Nicht alle kommen gesund nach Hause. So not everyone comes home healthy. 2003 hatten in der Schweiz ca. 42.000 Skifahrer einen Unfall. So in 2003 around 42,000 skiers had an accident in Switzerland. Für Ulrike weniger war der Wintersport mit dem Gipsbein vorbei. Der Urlaub zum Glück nicht. Winter sports with their legs in a castle were over, but fortunately their vacations wasn't. So they were saying in Ulrika, there's a place where winter sports had the reason for most of the people having a problem in their legs. That is not a lucky vacation for them. Next is beim Bodybuilding trainieren die Sportler die Muskeln an Arme, Beinen, am Bauch und am Rücken. Bodybuilder müssen viel trainieren und gesund essen. Arne Howell braucht täglich 5000 Kilokalorien. Für ihn heißt das jeden Tag Fisch, Fleisch, Reis und Gemüse und 2 Stunden Training im Fitnessstudio. So this text is about the bodybuilding. In bodybuilding, athletes train the muscles in their arms, legs, and stomach and back. Yeah. So Bauch is abdomen actually, and Rücken is back. Beinen is legs, Armen is arms. Bodybuilder need to train hard and eat healthy. So this is have thing that you have to do. Bodybuilders have to feel a lot of training and have to eat healthy. Arne Howell, this is the name of a person, needs 5,000 kilocalories a day. So this is a person, Arne Howell needs 5,000 kilocalories for a day. Für ihn heißt das, for him, that means fish, meat, rice, vegetables every day and 2 hours of training in the gym. Okay, next, in Sommer in die Berge, das ist für Sebastian Hakinger keine Frage. Für ihn sind besonders die Felsen interessant. Ist Steilwandkletterer und braucht starke Finger und Arme. Sebastian trainiert vor dem Urlaub zu Hause in Innsbruck. Geht dann nicht auf Berge. Klettert Wände hoch. They were saying in the mountains in summer, that's no question for Hakinger, Sebastian Hakinger. That is, For him, the rocks are particularly interesting. He is a wall climber and needs a strong finger and arms. Sebastian trains at home in Innsbruck before his vacation. Then he doesn't go up mountains, he climbs up walls. The high walls. Hock means high. The high walls actually. Okay, moving forward to the next one. This is Maria Otto macht jeden Tag Tai Chi. Maria Otto does Tai Chi every day. For their sport is für sie Entspannung. For him, the sport is a relaxation. Tai Chi is gut für den Körper und den Kopf. Tai Chi is good for the body and the mind. Konzentration ist sehr wichtig. Concentration is very important. Jeder kann Tai Chi lernen, auch Senioren. Für sie gibt es spezielle Kurse. Everyone can learn Tai Chi, even seniors. There are special courses for them. Now let's just match the picture according to the text. Text says about the skiing. So let's see skiing, where the skiing is. The B picture is right. First matches with B picture, as in the first text they have said a lot of people had an accident and they have they have hurt themselves in the leg mostly. The first picture goes with B text, and the next is about bodybuilding. So next goes with it's E only. The third is in the Berger, Sebastian Höflinger. So they were climbing the wall. So D picture is right, I guess. D. And the fourth one matches with picture A, as they have told about something yoga kind of thing to increase the concentration power. Yeah. So the fourth one matches with A. Next, coming beyond the B part, that is especially über the photos. You have to see the pictures and talk about it. We have already read the text about it, so you can easily say something or like few lines about it. And I always say when you describe the picture, you can start with auf diesem Bild or auf Bild A, ich kann ein Mädchen sehen, like this. You can start. And there are hints also given about what you can talk in the pictures. Okay, next comes ein Wörter Körper. Zeichnen Sie weiter und ergänzen Sie Knie, Fuß und die Körperteile aus den Texten in Aufgabe 1. So basically you just have to learn here the body parts. Zeichnen is to draw. So they were saying continue drawing and make the foot, knee and body parts that are left. So you have to make a full man out of it. Just to learn the body parts. So as here also written, and I am also telling you that the eyes is called the Augen. The Ohren, the Haare is the hairs, Hal is the neck, Mund is mouth, Hand is hand, Arm is the Arme is the arms, the Schulter is the shoulder, the full body is called the Körper, legs Bein, foot is Fuß, knee is Knie, and yeah, and I will also be making a separate video about the body parts. Okay, next moving forward. Okay, here what grammar you will learn in this is hier lernen Sie. Here you will learn Körperteile, the body parts name, and beim Arzt sagen, was man hat und was wo weh tut. So at the doctors, what you have to say, what you have and what hurts you. Empfehlung is the recommendation. Ausweisung geben means to give instructions, and here you will learn imperative. Imperative is a grammatic form where you will give instructions or order commands. Then we will use imperative, and imperative mostly ends with exclamation mark. And imperative also used for request. Mostly in imperative, one makes shorter sentences. For example, close the door. This is an imperative and it ends with exclamation mark. For example, can you please switch on the lights? Können Sie bitte die Licht anschalten? Like that. And here you will learn modal verben, modal verbs, which is dürfen. Dürfen is mostly used for permissions, Erlaubnis. Next is personal pronoun im Accusative. You will learn the personal pronouns in accusative case. Third exercise we have is zwei Augen sehen. Notieren Sie die Körperteile im Plural. Arbeiten Sie mit der Wörterliste auf Seite 231. So here you have to write that we have 2 eyes, 2 ears, like that, in plural forms only. We have 2 legs, we have 2 hands, we have 2 eyes. So we have to write this in a plural form. Zwei Augen, zwei Ohren, sehen Finger, like that you have to say. Actually you have to write it. For example, sehen Finger, sehen Zehen, zwei Ohren, zwei Hände, zwei Arme, zwei Beine, zwei Füße. We have to write all this in plural only. Next is Körperteile von oben nach unten nennen. To know the body parts from top to bottom. Ordnen Sie und sprechen Sie schnell. Arrange it and speak quickly. So firstly we have to arrange this and then speak it. So okay, the first is die Nase, das Bein. So das Knie, der Fuß, das Augen, der Bauch, der Mund, der Bauch, die Haare, der Hals, die Ohren, die Füße. Okay, that is the plural of this, I guess. First of all, die Haare come at top, die Haare, and then the Augen, and eyebrows is called the Augenbrauen. Eyebrows. The Augenbrauen. If you want, you can write it. First of all, die Haare, the Augen, or it's one eye here. So you can write das Auge, and then the Ohren, then the Nase. I hope you're writing it in a sequence. Die Nase, der Hals, der Mund, after that der Bauch, and then das Knie, der Fuß, das Knie, das Bein, der Fuß oder die Füße. So you have to say it quickly. Die Haare, das Auge, die Haare, das Auge, die Augenbrauen, die Nase, der Mund, der Hals, der Bauch, das Knie, das Bein, die Füße. Okay, next moving forward is Körperteile und Tätigkeiten. Was Parts ergänzen Sie? So here you have to just body parts and the daily things that you do. Body parts and the activities. Tätigkeiten is activities. What fits, complete it. Okay, with lips one can küssen and essen. With Fuß one can laufen and spazieren gehen, you can write for go for a walk. Yeah, with legs one can do this. Body parts with hairs. With hairs, what one can do with hairs? With nose one can smell, so likewise you have to write. With hands one can write die Hände, schreiben, like this you have to write. Next, moving forward, is bei der Hausärztin, at the family doctor. Herr Eigner hat Fieber und Halsschmerzen. Macht einen Termin bei seiner Hausärztin. Hören Sie und notieren Sie den Termin. So Mr. Eiger has a fever and sore throat. He makes an appointment with his family doctor. You have to listen to it and note down the appointment timings. So we will be listening it and you have to write the appointment timings, whether it will be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So here is Ihr nächster Behandlungstermin. It's written here. So you have to write in front of it on that day after listening to the audio on which day they will be meeting. For the next treatment appointment, Datums, Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag. And here you have to write the timings. Next written here is, sollten Sie Ihren Termin nicht einhalten können, bitten wir Sie kurze Benachrichtigung danke. So they're saying, if you are unable to keep your appointment, we ask you for a short notification. Thanks. Bitten denken Sie an Krankenversichertenkarte. Means health insurance card. Okay, now we will be listening to the audio.
Einheit 12. Körper und Gesundheit. 2.1.
Praxis Dr. Franke, Viola, was kann ich für Sie tun?
Guten Morgen. Mein Name ist Eigner. Ich fühle mich nicht gut. Ich möchte einen Termin bei Frau Dr. Franke.
Heute ist die Praxis voll, aber morgen um 8.30 Uhr können Sie kommen.
Morgen ist Dienstag. Ja, das ist gut.
Also bis morgen 8.30 Uhr, Herr Eigner, und bringen Sie bitte Ihre Versicherungskarte mit.
I hope you have the answers now. Now I'm telling the answers. They will be meeting at Dienstag, 8 Uhr 30, means at 8:30 they will be meeting, and at the end she said, don't forget to bring your health insurance card. Vergessen Sie bitte nicht, deine Krankenversicherungskarten bringen mit. Okay, next comes Anmeldung in der Arztpraxis. Registration in the doctor's clinic. So we will be just have to listen to it and read it together. Was ist anderes? What is different? So, good morning. First of all, guten Morgen, mein Name ist Eigner. Ich hatte einen Termin. Morgen, Herr Eigner, waren Sie in diesem Quartal schon mal bei uns? Nein, in diesem Quartal noch nicht. Dann brauche ich Ihre Krankenversicherungskarte. Hier bitte. Muss ich warten? Ja, aber nicht lange. Hier ist Ihre Karte. Sie können im Wartezimmer Platz nehmen. So I always say that you have to pause the video and first read it by yourself and then you can listen to me. So they were saying, good morning, my name is Eiger. I had an appointment. Okay, morning, Mr. Eiger, have you already been with us this quarter? No, in this quarter? Not yet in this quarter. Then I need your health insurance card. Here. Do I have to wait? Then she said, yes, but no longer. Here's your card. You can sit in the waiting room. Take your place in the waiting room. Okay, sprechen Sie den Dialog laut, achten Sie auf Aussprache und Betonung. Here you just have to read it aloud and pay attention on the, speak the dialogue aloud and pay attention to the pronunciation and intonations. So here is Krankenversicherung, Landeskunde, health insurance. We will be reading it and I always say pause the video and read it by yourself. Landeskunde is geography. So, seit über 100 Jahren gibt es in Deutschland die Krankenversicherung. Arbeitnehmer müssen sich gegen Krankheit versichern. Alle Versicherten bekommen eine Krankenversicherungskarte. Beim Arzt muss man sie zeigen. Auf der Karte sind Informationen über die Versicherten gespeichert. Die Krankenversicherung bezahlt nicht alle Arztkosten. Medikamente kauft man in der Apotheke. Man braucht ein Rezept vom Arzt. Tabletten gegen Kopfschmerzen und Hustensaft kann man auch ohne Rezept kaufen. So they were saying health insurance has existed in Germany for over 100 years. Employees must insure themselves against illness in Germany. Okay, this is a rule in Germany. When someone is going, whether it's for a study or for a work, they have to have their health insurance. So it is mandatory for employees. Here it is written only employees, but like most the people that are living there only, the health insurance is must. So employees must insure themselves against illness. Next, they have said all insured persons receive a health insurance card. You have to show them to the doctor. Information about the insured person is stored on that card. Health insurance does not pay for all medical expenses. Medicines are bought at the pharmacy. You need a doctor's prescription. Headache pills and cough syrup can also be bought without a prescription. So here recept means prescription. Okay. Next, kommen wir bei der Ärztin. Was sagt Herr Eigen? Ergänzen Sie die Sätze und kontrollieren Sie mit der CD. So here at the doctor, what does Mr. Eigner say? Complete the sentences and check it with the series. So first is, okay, the dialogue are written there, you just have to fill it here in this after listening to the audio. So first is, darf ich rauchen? Am I allowed to smoke? Tag, Frau Doktor, ich habe seit 2 Tagen Fieber und mein Hals tut weh. Hello doctor, I had a fever for 2 days and my throat hurts. Hust, hust, it's cough, cough. And then, ist das schlimm? Is it bad? Ja, mach ich. Danke, Frau Doktor. Auf Wiedersehen. Yes, I'll do it. Thank you, doctor. Goodbye. So after listening to the audio, we will be just completing this. So I prefer you to just try it on, because at the end I will tell you the answers only, but still I want you to try by yourself. We will be listening to the audio now.
Guten Tag, Herr Eigner. Was fehlt Ihnen denn?
Tag, Frau Doktor. Ich habe seit 2 Tagen Fieber und mein Hals tut weh.
Sagen Sie mal, ja, Ihr Hals ist ganz rot. Husten Sie mal.
Ist es schlimm?
Naja, Sie haben eine Erkältung. Ich schreibe Ihnen ein Rezept.
Darf ich rauchen?
Nein, und Sie dürfen auch keinen Alkohol trinken. Ich schreibe Sie eine Woche krank. Und kommen Sie bitte nächste Woche wieder.
Ja, mache ich. Danke, Frau Doktor. Auf Wiedersehen.
Gute Besserung, Herr Eigner.
Guten Tag, Herr Eigner. Was fehlt Ihnen denn? Tag, Frau Doktor, ich habe seit 2 Tagen Fieber und mein Hals tut weh. Sagen Sie mal then the answer will be Ja, Ihr Hals ist ganz rot. Husten Sie mal. Hust, hust, ist das schlimm? I'm just telling you the answers also. Hust, hust, ist das schlimm? And then next is, ja, Sie haben eine Erkältung. Ich schreibe Ihnen ein Rezept. Darf ich rauchen? Nein, und Sie dürfen auch keinen Alkohol trinken. Ich schreibe Sie eine Woche krank und kommen Sie bitte nächste Woche wieder. Ja, mag ich. Danke. Frau Doktor, auf Wiedersehen. Gute Besserung, Herr Eigner. That's all. Next, moving forward on this Dialoge üben. To practice the dialogues, wählen Sie eine Rollenkarte aus, schreiben und spielen Sie Dialoge mit dem Partner, mit der Partnerin. So to practice the dialogues, you have to choose a role card, write and act out dialogues with your partner. Here you have to choose a dialogue and read this, whatever given here, and then you have to play this role with your partner. Herr Wondrack fühlt sich nicht gut, arbeitet 15 Stunden am Tag. Der Arzt schreibt ihn 3 Tage krank. Herr Wondrack muss sich ausruhen und darf nicht mit der Firma telefonieren. So it's saying, Mr. Wondrack does not feel good. He works 14 hours a day. The doctor writes him 3 sick days. Mr. Wondrack must rest and may not work at the company, which is to telephone. May not work at the company, basically. Similarly, next one is also about a sick person, and you have to play a dialogues with the person like the dialogues you have written here. You don't have to copy it, you have to make your own. How you can say it in German in your own dialogues. You can use a vielleicht maybe. Next, you can use these with your partner, like the doctor's dialogues are here and patient's dialogues are here. Let's say, ich fühle mich nicht gut. I didn't feel good. Mir geht es nicht gut. I'm not well. Ich habe Bauchschmerzen. I have a stomach ache. Mein Arm tut weh. My arms hurts me. Likewise, you can use these dialogues and play the role. Next, moving forward to the third one. Third is Empfehlung und Anweisung, means recommendations and instructions. The first one is Tipps aus der Apothekenzeitung, means tips from the pharmacy newspaper. Lesen Sie den Text schnell durch 1 Minute. Was ist das Thema? Kreuzen Sie an. So you have to read the text quickly in 1 minute. What is the theme? You have to tick it. Okay, here is a 3 themes given actually. Tips für neue interessante Medikamente, like tips for new interesting medicines, tips für die Gesundheit in Herbst und im Winter, medicinal tips for the autumn and winter, health in autumn and winter actually, tips für die Ernährung von Sportlern, tips for athletes about nutrition. So we have to read this text and understood which theme goes with this text actually. Apotheke Umschau, Pharmacy, a review. Das Gesundheitsmagazin bezahlt von Ihrer Apotheke, the health magazine paid by your pharmacy. Im Herbst das Immunsystem stärken, strengthen the immune system in autumn. So now you have to pause the video and read it by yourself first. Falsche Kleidung bei Regen, Schnee und Kälte und Schütteln, Hals- und Kopfweh. Sie haben eine Erkältung. Im Herbst und Winter nehmen Erkältungen zu. Was kann man dagegen tun? Sport und Bewegung sind gut für das Immunsystem. Gehen Sie spazieren oder joggen Sie auch im Winter. Duschen Sie abwechselnd heiß und kalt oder gehen Sie in die Sauna. Wichtig, kein Stress, machen Sie autogenes Training, Yoga oder Gymnastik und denken Sie daran. Energie tanken, trinken Sie viel und oft, am besten Tee und Mineralwasser. Nehmen Sie sich Zeit zum Essen. Essen Sie viel Obst und Gemüse, trinken Sie frischen Orangensaft. Hat viel Vitamin C. Brot, Nudeln und Kartoffeln machen Sie fröhlich. Essen Sie wenig Fleisch, aber zweimal in der Woche Fisch. Und dann bleiben Sie auch im Herbst und Winter gesund. Energie tanken. Okay, tanken is to recharge the energy. Energy tanken is recharge the energy. So wrong clothes in the rain, snow and map, and already your neck and head hurt. You have a cold. Colds are increasing in autumn and winter. What can you do about it? Sport and exercise are good for the immune system. Go for a walk or jogging. Even in winter, take alternating hot and cold showers or go to the sauna. Important is don't stress. Don't take too much of stress. Wichtig, kein Stress. Next is machen Sie autogenes Training. Do a autogenic training or yoga or gymnastics, and remember to tank up on energy drink a lot and often. Preferably tea and mineral water. Take time to eat. Ja. Nehmen Sie sich Zeit zum Essen. Take time to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables and drink fresh orange juices. It has a lot of vitamin C, like bread, pasta, potatoes. Make you happy. Eat less meat, but eat fish twice a week. Then stay healthy in autumn and winter. So according to the text, what do you think which theme goes with this text? Yes, the second one. Tipps für die Gesundheit im Herbst und im Winter. The second one is correct. Lesen Sie die Text noch einmal, sammeln Sie die Tipps gegen Erkältung, haben Sie andere Tipps. So here what you have to do, you have to read the text and collect the tips against cold. What do you have other tips? If you have any other tips, you can write it in German. And you have to collect the things from the text also. What one can do, gehen Sie joggen, machen Sie Yoga, gehen Sie ins Fitnessstudio, and you can say, essen Sie bitte viel Obst und Gemüse, trinken Sie bitte frischen Orangensaft und nehmen Sie bitte viel Vitamin C, essen Sie bitte wenig Fleisch. So likewise you can write it in imperative. So in this text you can see the exclamation mark at the end, and in most of the things like energy tanken, to recharge the energy, you can see the exclamation mark. So these sentences are in imperative form. Whenever you see the exclamation mark, that was an imperative sentence. So likewise I prefer you to write these tips in a imperative form only, ends with exclamation mark. Okay, next is Aussagesatz, imperative Satz. So Aussagesatz means a statement, a simple sentence, and imperative Satz is imperative sentence. So they're saying, wo steht das Verb? Vergleichen Sie. Where verb stays, you have to compare it. So here is the time to understand the imperative form. First of all, they have written a simple sentence which is Sie trinken Tee, means you drink tea, for example. So trinken is at the second place, and I always say the verb will always be at the second place. But in imperative, this verb comes at the first place. Trinken Sie Tee. And if you want to add bitte, that will become more polite form, and I prefer you to use it. For example, you can also say trinken Sie bitte Tee, and ends with exclamation mark. So this is basically imperative form. This is a shorter sentence. The tips or the points that you have to learn to understand the imperative is, the imperative sentence should be shorter as compared to the normal sentences, should be shorter and always ends with exclamation mark. And the third point is the verb will always be at the first place, and you can use, it's optional, you can use bitte if you are giving, like if you are requesting it. And imperative, so these are the 4 tips that I've given you. The verb will always be at the first place, it ends with exclamation mark, and the verb is always shorter, and the 4th tip is optional, you can add bitte. So here is the 4 tips to understand imperative. And imperative mostly used with, like if you are giving order, and if you are requesting, and if you are commanding someone, then you will use imperative. Like I told you, close the door, this is an imperative, you are giving command, or the children is getting command from the parents. That is imperative. That should be an imperative, ends with exclamation mark. So you have to remember these 4 or 5 points to understand imperative. I hope you have understood. Next, moving forward, the third one is Probleme und Ratschläge. So problems and the advice. Sammeln Sie Probleme und passende Ratschläge. Collect the problems and appropriate advices. Schreiben Sie jeden Satz auf eine Karte. Suchen Sie im Kurs ein passende Karte. Write each sentence on a card. Find the matching card in the class. Okay, so Ratschläge. I told you Ratschläge is advice. When you are giving advice also, you can use imperative form. Next, imperative. So they have written the sentences on these cards and they have to make it in an imperative form. So similarly, you can make a card on which you can write a simple sentence and then make it in an imperative form. So I prefer you, if you don't have any sentences, you can just make these sentences in imperative form. Let's say, ich mag kein Fleisch. So you can make it in a imperative form. And to understand imperative, the tone will also be changed. For example, mag ich kein Fleisch. I don't like Fleisch. I don't like fish, meat. Ich habe kein Geld. Or you can say, habe ich kein Geld. Habe ich bitte kein Geld. It's not a request, so you cannot add bitte in it. Ich habe so dick. Bin ich so dick. So you can make it in imperative forms. These sentences that you can see in the picture also. Ich habe Halsschmerzen. So imperative, okay, one more thing I want to tell you, that imperative has two forms. Imperative made with Z and do and ear. So this Z is both singular Z and plural Z. That is second person. Imperative is also made with second person. I will be making a separate video on imperative also to understand imperative, actually what imperative is. So I will be making a separate video on it, so you can watch that. Next, moving forward, is Imperativ. Finden Sie weitere Formen im Text zu Aufgabe 1 und ergänzen Sie die Tabelle. So here first of all you have to understand the grammatic. So here they are saying find more shapes in the text and task 1 and complete the table. You have to complete the table. Infinitive is here, imperative form is here, second person is here, or imperative is here. So as I told you, imperative mates with three things: ear, do and Z. Z is capital Z, which means you and you all, singular and plural both. Ear is you all but in informal. Do is also you but informal, singular. So they have the pairs like do and ear, Z and Z likewise. So if there is a name and Z, so the form will be same that we have in the conjugation also. Like Z name and the conjugation of name and with Z is Z name, right? But in imperative what it will become, it switches. The verb comes at the first place, that will become name and Z. So name and Z eine Tabellate. Similarly for geben or gehen. So Z gehen, the conjugation is Z gehen. So gehen come at the first place and Z will also be there. Gehen Sie zum Arzt ends with exclamation mark. Next comes with do. Okay, the conjugation of any verb with do will ends with st, right? So the verb is nehmen, which is irregular verb, and nehmen conjugation with do is do nims. So what you have to do, you just have to cross. You have to remove do and ending of do, because when we are removing do, we have to remove the ending also. So when we remove do and st, so what we are left with? We are left with nim, N-I-M-M, nim. So we will be placing this nim in imperative. And no do, remember, no do will be there. So nim eine Tabellate. So the sentence earlier was nehmen Sie eine Tabellate. In do form, it will become nim eine Tabellate. So if you are using like this, so that is clear, you are giving command to the younger person than you. For example, you are giving command to your little brother or a little sister. Then you will use this imperative form with do. Nim eine Tabellate. Du gehst. Conjugation of gehen with do is du gehst. So what you have to do, you have to remove do and st also. What we are left with geh, G-E-H. So just place this geh in imperative. That is geh. Geh zum Arzt and ends with exclamation mark. So again, you are giving this instruction to your younger brother or sister. Then you can use this do form. Because you have to be very informal with them. Yeah, because they are younger than you. So this is the only thing that you have to learn in imperative. Next is Vergleichen Sie die zwei Person Singular und den Imperative ergänzen Sie die Regel. So compare the second person singular and the imperative. Complete the rule. So the rule is imperative zwei Person Singular minus. So you have to complete the rule here. Imperative zwei Person Singular minus. What you have to minus from second person singular? You have to minus do and the ending. So do plus st ending. And in the first one, 4a, you have to find the imperative forms from the text that we have read above. You have to find the imperative text, like imperative sentences, and make it in do form also and Z form also, like they have written two examples of it. Next comes the fifth. 3 Tipps für den Rauchstopp. Christiana hat es geschafft. So here is the 3 tips for quitting smoking, and Christiana has already did it. Here are tips for Hermann und Silke. So here is the 3 tips given for Hermann and Silke to quit smoking. Now we will be just reading it, the sentences, and we have to make it imperative. Why imperative? Because we are giving advice to Hermann and Silke for quitting smoke. So when we give advice to someone, we will be make it in imperative form. So that's why we have to make the imperative form of these sentences. First one is wählt eine Zeit ohne Stress für den Rauchstopp, zum Beispiel den Urlaub. So this means choose a non-stressful time to quit smoking, such as the vacations. So for this you can make wählt eine Zeit ohne Stress, exclamation mark, and then after comma, or yeah, that's all. Wählt eine Zeit ohne Stress, exclamation mark. Next, geht nicht auf Partys oder in Kneipen oder geht mit Nichtrauchern aus. So here you can make, first of all I'll tell you the meaning. Don't go to the parties or bars, or go out with non-smoker. If you're going, just go out with non-smokers. So you can make the imperative in this like geht nicht auf Partys, exclamation, or you can make geht mit nicht rauchen aus, exclamation. And then next is verhindert typische Rauchsituationen. Nehmt nicht Kaffee mit Zigarette, trinkt lieber Tee und liest Zeitung dazu. So they were saying don't they were saying changes typically smoking situation, like you have to change the typical smoking situations, and don't take coffee with cigarette, drink tea and read the newspaper. So in this you can make the imperative like verhindert Rauchsituationen, exclamation, and then you can make nehmt nicht Kaffee mit Zigarette, exclamation, and then you can make trinkt lieber Tee, exclamation, and then lest Zeitung, exclamation. That's all. Okay. Next is haben Sie weitere Tipps, welche funktionieren gut, welche nicht. So you have to give more tips like this only in exclamation, like in imperative only, which works or which not works. Next is ergänzen Sie die Tabelle. So you have to complete this table. This is an imperative, I guess. Yeah, this is an imperative, and we have to fill the grammar in it. Infinitive, zweite Person, plural. Imperative, zweite Person, plural. So gehen, the verb is gehen. The sentence is ihr geht nicht auf Partys. It will become geht nicht auf Partys. So we have to remove ihr from it. If you are making the imperative with ihr is also a second person, plural, informal. So in this you will only cancel ihr, and the conjugation you will write it as it is at the first place, and the sentence ends with exclamation mark. Hope you have understood it. Next is personal pronoun im accusative. So we have to first learn personal pronoun im accusative. So personal pronouns are very easy. I want you to see this first, like ich, mich, du, dich, ihn, es, sie, wir, uns, ihr, euch, sie. So with ich you will always write mich, with du it's dich, with it's ihn, with sie it's sie. This sie is she, sie is sie, es is es only, wir, uns, and with ihr it's euch, with sie it's sie only. Here they have written only personal pronouns. I am also saying the nominative personal pronoun also. Nominative personal pronoun are ich, du, wir, ihr. These are the nominative personal pronouns, and accusative personal pronoun is mich, du, ihn, sie, es, uns, euch, sie. These are accusative. Okay, we will be doing the first one. Wer sagt was? Who said what? Ordnen Sie die Sätze den Zeichnungen zu. So you just have to match these sentences according to the joints. Wo bleibst du? Ich warte auf dich. So I think this matches with the picture B, because there is a man who is seeing his watch. Maybe he is waiting for someone and he is talking on the call also. Next is es ist aus, aber ich liebe ihn noch. It's over, but I still love him. So I guess this matches with the picture A. Wie findest du sie? How do you find her? It matches with the picture D. Holst du uns am Bahnhof ab? Will you pick us up at the train station? So it's C. It matches with C. Next, moving forward, on the second question, Dichten mit accusative personal pronomen schreiben Sie ein Gedicht. So poems with accusative pronouns, write a poem. So Gedicht means poem. So you have to write a poem with the help of accusative personal pronomen. Likewise, they have written ich höre dich, ich sehe dich, ich liebe dich, aber wir kennen uns nicht. So this is how they write. It's just you have to make a shorter sentences. So you can use of these sentences and the accusative personal pronoun and make a sentences or a poem. Next, moving forward, on the third question, ein Liebesbrief, a love letter. Ergänzen Sie die personal pronomen im accusative. So we have to complete these blanks with the accusative personal pronouns. Accusative personal pronomen. Okay, so we will be just reading this email. Liebe Jenny, du kennst mich. Wir sehen uns jeden Morgen im Bus. Ein Morgen ohne dich ist wie ein Morgen ohne Sonne. Manchmal siehst du mich an, das macht mich sehr glücklich. Mein Herz klopft dann sehr laut. Kannst du es hören? Ich denke oft an dich, deine Augen, deine Haare, du bist für mich eine Traumfrau. Ich möchte dich kennenlernen. Kommst du morgen um 19:30 Uhr ins Café Boheme? So I hope you have written the answers with you. Okay, in this love letter, dear Jenny, you know me. We see each other every morning on the bus. A morning without you is just a morning without sun. Sometimes you look at me, it makes me very happy. My heart is beating very loudly then. Can you hear it? I often think of you, your eyes, your hair. You are a dream woman for me. I would like to get to know you. Are you coming to Café Boheme at 7:30 tomorrow? Viele Grüße, best regard, your Pastor. Next, moving forward on the fourth question, that is schreiben Sie einen Antwortbrief für Jenny, die Baukästen helfen. Lesen Sie Ihren Brief laut vor. So in this they're saying write a reply letter for Jenny. The kits you can see, the boxes you can see below is the replies. Read your letter aloud. So they were saying these are the two boxes in which they have the reply, whether you want to accept or reject the love letter, and then once you're done writing, you can speak your reply aloud. The fifth one, that is Sätze mit Emotionen, das Emotion-Thermometer. Ordnen Sie die Sätze von links nach rechts und vergleichen sie in Kurs. So they were saying emotion sentences, the emotion thermometer. In the A part, they were saying arrange the sentences from left to right and compare them in the course. So you have to just arrange these sentences according to the pictures given. Ich mag dich means I like you. Lass mich in Ruhe, leave me alone. Ich hasse dich, I hate you. Ich habe dich lieb, I love you. Du nervst mich, you annoy me. Ich liebe dich, I love you. Du langweilst mich, you make me bored. This means this. So you have to arrange the sentences. Next, was denken Sie beiden? So you have to put these sentences. You can use of these sentences what they both are thinking. What do they think? So you can use the sentences, and in this, according to this exercise, you have to use more imperative. So you will have a good command on the imperative sentences. And remember, the imperative sentence is a shorter sentence, and it always ends with exclamation mark. When you're giving advice, that should always be starts with a verb. Moving forward to the exercises. So first exercise is of audio. Morgen Gymnastik. Die 5 Tibeter. Hören Sie und ordnen Sie so. So you have to arrange this picture according to the audio, as they were just taught you some of the one exercises.
Einheit 12. Übungen. Ü1.
Stehen Sie gerade. Strecken Sie die Arme rechts und links aus. Bewegen Sie den Körper von links nach rechts. Legen Sie sich auf den Rücken. Die Beine sind gerade. Die Hände liegen am Körper. Heben Sie jetzt den Kopf und heben Sie die Beine nach oben. Der Rücken bleibt am Boden. Gehen Sie auf die Knie. Ihr Rücken ist gerade. Die Hände liegen hinten auf den Beinen. Bewegen Sie den Körper jetzt leicht zurück. Setzen Sie sich auf den Boden. Stellen Sie die Füße auf den Boden. Heben Sie jetzt den Körper mit den Händen und legen Sie den Kopf zurück. Der Rücken ist gerade. Legen Sie sich auf den Bauch. Die Hände sind auf dem Boden. Strecken Sie die Arme. Heben Sie jetzt den Po ganz hoch.
I hope you have the answers now. So the first is already given. The first one is the picture second. They've already mentioned one number. The second one is this, the third picture. And the third one is this, the first picture. They were talking about first picture. And fourth one is the last one. The last picture is fourth. The fifth picture is this, second last. So I am just telling you the orders again. So first picture is 3 on the third number, and second picture is on first place, and the third picture is on second, fourth picture is on fifth, and the last one is fourth. Once again I'm telling you, the Reihenfolge means the orders, the cues, it's 3, 1, 2, 5 and 4. So you just have to write, on the first picture you have to write the number 3, and on the second picture it's already written the 1 number, and on the third picture you have to write second number, on the fourth picture you have to write fifth number, on the last picture you have to write fourth. So this is how series wise they have talked about in the audio about this body postures. Next, moving forward on the second one, that was past. Schreiben Sie die Körperteile zu den Gegenständen. First one is given the Brille. So the Brille is die Nase, die Augen. So they were against the nose, on the nose and for the eyes. So according to these pictures, we have to tell the body parts. For example, in the second one, This is the diffuser, that is in the foot. Diffuser, and they are against of like nothing maybe. Yeah, and the third one, their arm, like it's an armband Uhr. The wristwatch is called the armband Uhr. So it's their arm, and the pants are on the Beine, and the cap are on their Kopf, and these headphones are on the Ohren. This tie will be on their hulls, on the neck, their hulls, and this will be the knee, which is the knees. This is hand gloves, this will be the hand or the Hände. This is for hands. Okay, next moving forward on Arztbesuche, doctor's visit. Zu welchem Arzt gehen Sie? Ordnen Sie die Sätze. Which doctor do you go to? Match the sentences. So you have to match the sentences on which doctor you will go. So according to these sentences, mein Kind hat Fieber. So we have to find, these are small advertisements that we have to read. So first one is matches with D. You can see this, you have to take a child. So it's Fachärztin für Kinderheilkunde und Allergologie. So from Monday to Friday 10 to 12. So picture D is correct for 1. And for second, ich habe Zahnschmerzen. I have a toothache. So Zahnschmerzen will be E, as you can see. Doctor mit Zahnarzt is written here. Next one is ich habe Halsschmerzen und Schnupfen. So neck ache and cough cold. Then it will be matches with A. Praktische Hausärztin. The next one is ich habe Magenschmerzen. So this will matches with the picture B, because it's of cardiology. And the next one, ich kann nicht gut sehen. This is related to the eye, so it's obviously matches with C1. Augenärztin, the eye doctor. Ich habe Magenschmerzen. Magen actually means a stomach ache. Okay, next moving forward on Anmeldung in der Zahnarztpraxis. Ergänzen Sie den Dialog. So here is the dialogues written. You just have to arrange it in a well manner. So Anmeldung is the registration in the dental practice. So we have to complete these dialogues. Guten Tag. Then the next dialogue is Guten Tag. Ich habe starke Zahnschmerzen. Haben Sie einen Termin? Nein, leider nicht. Waren Sie schon mal bei uns? Ja, mein Name ist Marianne Wokis. Muss ich lange warten? Leider ja, wir haben heute viele Patienten. Ich brauche Ihre Krankenversicherungskarte. Hier bitte. Danke. So hier ist Ihre Karte. Bitte nehmen Sie im Wartezimmer Platz. Gut, mache ich. Danke. So I hope you have written the answers. Next, moving forward. Bei der Hausärztin, was fehlt Ihnen? Ergänzen Sie. So you were at the house doctor. How do you feel? You have to just complete these. Was fehlt Ihnen then? So you have to describe your problem. Like in the fifth one, they have this person describes. So we have to do it from the beginning. Ich habe Halsschmerzen, mein Hals tut weh. So this person has a neck ache. You can say either of them, Halsschmerzen or Hals tut weh. Both are correct. So in the first one, you can see the person is sick. Maybe he is having a fever. So it's in simple language. You can say ich habe Fieber, or you can say ich fühle mich nicht wohl. Next one, in the second one, the person is working on the computer and I guess he's having a headache. So you can say ich habe Kopfschmerzen, or instead you can say mein Kopf tut mir weh. Both are correct. And in the third one, I guess this person has a cough, so you can say ich habe Husten. And in the fourth one, I guess this is ich habe Bauchschmerzen, or you can say mein Bauch tut mir weh. Fifth one is already given. And in the sixth one, this lady is having a problem in the teeth, so you can say ich habe Zahnschmerzen. Ich habe Zahnschmerzen, yeah, that's the only way. So I hope you have written the answers. Next, moving forward to the fifth one, that is verboten, means prohibited. Was darf man or dürfen Sie hier nicht? Schreiben Sie Sätze. So I already told you that this is a modal verb. Dürfen is actually a modal verb which is used when you are not allowed to do something, or when you are allowed to do something. This is used in both senses. So when you are, it's basically about the permission. So mainly it is used for the traffic signs, because there only they have like prohibited. Like on the roads you can say here kann man nicht parken, and on the cinema halls you can see here kann man nicht rauchen. So instead of using kann, you have to use dürfen, because there is a strict rule regarding it. So whenever there is a rule, you have to use dürfen or müssen. Müssen is also for a rule, but it is mandatory things. Like I already give example that if you are having an exam tomorrow, it is mandatory to study for you to do the study today only. So yeah, now we will be using this. Hier dürfen Sie nicht. Okay, they have given the points, so we have to just use them. Hier dürfen Sie nicht essen und trinken. As you can see in the first one, they have crossed this essen and trinken. So here dürfen sie nicht essen und trinken. And in the second one, they have given here dürfen sie nicht parken. This is a sign for parking. And in the third one, hier dürfen sie nicht fotografieren. You can always use dürfen sie or darf man. Darf man actually means you are saying it in general. Like one cannot take pictures here. So that is also right. Hier darf man nicht fotografieren. Hier dürfen sie nicht fotografieren. Both are correct. And in the fourth one, they have already given hier darf man nicht ins Wasser springen. And in the next one, fifth one, hier darf man nicht Fußball spielen. And in the sixth one, hier dürfen sie nicht Ski fahren. Or hier darf man nicht Ski fahren. Next one, the seventh one, or here darf man nicht weiterfahren. Hope you have understood this exercise also. This is actually a modal verbs. I have already uploaded a video related to modal verbs and explained the things very deeply in that and given the examples also. So you can just watch that 2 videos. In one video, I have given the proper explanation about the modal verbs, and in the second video, I have explained you with the help of the examples. So you can watch that videos. I will be giving the link in the description box. You can check it out. Next, suchen Sie auf Seite 193 die Fehlendformen von dürfen und ergänzen sie im Heft. So this is actually, you have to find the dürfen related sentences. Then you have to mark it and like write it in your notebook. They were actually saying look for the missing forms of dürfen on the page 193 and fill them in the exercise book or in your notebook. Actually, heft is your notebook. Next, moving forward. Herr Gabriel ist krank. Was sagt der Arzt? Hören Sie den Dialog und kreuzen Sie an. So okay, what we have to do in this. Okay, in this B part, you can just write the conjugation of it simply, and then moving forward on the sixth one, what you have to do here is Mr. Gabriel is ill, and what does the doctor say? We have to listen to the dialogues and take it according to the one what doctor says. So which one is right from all of the three? We have to just cross it after listening to the audio. Which prescription is given by the doctor to Gabriel? We'll be listening to the audio now.
Sagen Sie mal A. Ja, Sie haben eine Erkältung. Ich schreibe Ihnen Tabletten und Hustensaft auf. Nehmen Sie die Tabletten 3-mal am Tag nach dem Essen. Die sind gegen die Halsschmerzen. Nehmen Sie den Hustensaft am Abend vor dem Schlafen. Und trinken Sie 3 Liter Tee oder Wasser am Tag. Aber trinken Sie kein Bier und keinen Wein. Essen Sie viel Obst und Gemüse. Und rauchen Sie nicht. Dann sind Sie nach einer Woche wieder gesund.
I hope you have the answers now. The answer is the third one, as in that they have said you have to drink lot of tea and water. Next one, yes, now comes to the imperative sentences. Imperative, was sagen Sie? Morgen pünktlich kommen, and you have to make the imperative with ihr as it's mentioned in the bracket. So bitte kommt morgen pünktlich! Exclamation mark. Or you can also write it in a way as imperative starts with verb, so you can also write it bitte, kommt bitte morgen pünktlich, like that. Etwas lauter sprechen, so you have to make it with Z. So with Z, imperative very Z. Sprechen Sie bitte etwas lauter, like that. And the third one, das Wörterbuch geben. You have to make it with du. Give me bitte das Wörterbuch! Exclamation mark. And the next one is einen Moment warten. So before I tell you the answer, I wanted to just pause the video and try it by yourself so that you will learn the imperatives. So try it or maybe write in the comment section so that I will check it. Yeah, einen Moment warten bitte. You have to make it with ihr. So it will be wartet bitte einen Moment! Exclamation. Next is, so I am doing it with my rules, like I am placing the verb at the first place, not using bitte at the first place. So that will be easier, that will be easy for beginners. So I want all of you to do it in that way only. Die Regel erklären, so you have to make it with Sie. Erklären Sie bitte die Regel. Next is das Auto reparieren. Same with Sie. Reparieren Sie das Auto! Exclamation. Next is den Brief noch einmal vorlesen. You have to make it with du. So, lies bitte den Brief noch einmal vor! Exclamation, as vorlesen is separable word. So I have separated it. Next is noch ein Stück Kuchen nehmen. Nimm noch ein Stück Kuchen! Exclamation. So I hope you have the answers now. Moving forward to the next. Party, Gespräche. Hören Sie die Gespräche und ergänzen Sie die Personal Pronomen in Accusative. So you have to listen to the conversation in the party and we have to fill the personal pronouns in Accusative. So I want you to remember that what are the personal pronouns in Nominative? The personal pronouns of Nominative is ich, du, sie, wir, ihr, sie. These are the personal pronouns of Nominative, and personal pronouns of Accusative are ich, mich, du, dich, ihn, es, sie, wir, uns, ihr, euch. So these are the accusative personal pronomen. Now we will going to fill the accusative personal pronomen in this. Please do den tollen Typ darüber, den blonden, das ist Peter. Findest du ihn gut? Ja, sieht super aus. Ich habe seine Telefonnummer. Ruf ihn doch mal an. So why we are using ihn? As in this we were talking about Peter, and Peter is as comparing to the nominative personal pronomen. What Peter is? Peter is So becomes ihn in accusative personal pronomen. So that's why we will be using here ihn. Next, the second one is, bist du noch mit Ulla zusammen? Nein, ich habe sie schon seit einem halben Jahr nicht mehr getroffen. So why we have used here sie? Because we were talking about the person Ulla and she is a feminine. So that's why we will be using sie, as sie remains sie in accusative. So firstly, I'll tell you the meaning of the first. So they were saying, sie zu den tollen Typ da Jugend. So we're saying, see that great guy over there, the blonder. This is Peter. Do you like him? Yes, he looks great. I have his phone number. Give him a call. Next, the second one, they were saying, are you still with Ulla? No, I haven't seen her for half a year. Next, we will be going to the third one. Hallo, ich glaube, ich habe sie. So this sie will be capital Z. Hallo, ich glaube, ich habe sie schon einmal gesehen. Ja, natürlich. Am Montag haben wir uns in der Galerie getroffen. Wie geht es Ihnen denn? So they were saying, hello, I think I haven't seen you before. Yes, of course, on Monday we met in the gallery. How are you? So as you're emphasizing, like, I have seen you, and when you meet the person first or a second time, then you don't know the person, then you will mostly be formal with that person. So that's why we will be using here capital Z, which emphasizes on being formal, means you, formally. So here capital Z will come. Next one is, du hast ja ein tolles Kleid an. Danke, ich habe es letzte Woche gekauft. So why we have used S here, as this emphasizing on the Kleid. We were talking about the Kleid, and the article of Kleid is das Kleid, so that's why it's S. Next one, also in this they were saying, you're wearing a great dress. So then, thanks, I bought it last week. Next is, ihr habt euch im Café am Markt getroffen. Du und ein junger Mann. Du liebst mich nicht mehr. So they were saying, why we have used euch, because earlier we have the ihr. So that's according to ihr, it will become euch, ihr, euch. Next they have why mich, because we will be going with the context, like what actually they are saying in the sentence. So that's why here mich. I'll tell you the meaning, then it will be more clear to you. We'll just read the last line. Natürlich liebe ich dich. Ist mein Kollege. Wir hatten ein Arbeitsessen. So they were saying, you meet in the cafe at the market. You both, actually this year means you both met in the cafe at the market. You and a young man. You don't love me anymore. Of course I love you. He is my colleague. We had a working lunch. So they were saying, you don't love me anymore. So that's why for me it will be mich, and for you, lieber dich. So that's why it's dich, you. I hope you're getting the context here. Next, moving forward, on finden Sie die 10 Wörter ein toller Mann. So you have to find the words, like this is a kind of a puzzle, you have to find it. So I am just telling you the answers of it. Ein toller Mann, a great man, that should be in the dreams only, so that will be Traummann. Next is, diesen Brief bekommt jeder gern, that will be Liebesbrief, means a love letter. So everyone wants this kind of letter, so that is love letter. So that's why it's Liebesbrief. Next, Bodybuilder trainieren die Muskeln. Muskeln. So bodybuilder train themselves to build the muscles. Next is, damit gehen wir, with which we go, with which we walk, that is legs. So that's why Beine. You will find all these words here in this box, puzzle box. Next, etwas tut weh, ich habe, so something hurts you. So that will be called as in hurt, like a ache, like headache. So that's why it's Schmerzen. Next is, das bekommt man vom Arzt und bringt es zur Apotheke. So that is Rezept, the prescription from the doctor. So we call it Rezept. R-E-Z-E-P-T. Next, 7th, eine Medizin. Medicine, what we call medicine? Tablets. So the answer is Tabletten. Next one, das Gegenteil von Bauch. So what is against our stomach? That is backside. So we Rücken. Next, ein Raum in der Arztpraxis. A room in the doctor's clinic. We called it Wartezimmer, the waiting room. Wartezimmer. Next is eine leichte Krankheit. That is you're a little ill. So that is Erkältung, a cold or a cough like that. That is Erkältung. I hope you have the answers now. Now we will be moving forward. Oh, actually we are done with the chapter. So here you can check what have we done in this chapter. Das kann ich auf Deutsch. That all the things that is given below you can say in German. Like ich habe Kopfschmerzen, ich habe Halsschmerzen, ich habe Rückenschmerzen, I have a headache, I have a neck ache, I have a backache, ich habe Fieber, I have a fever. Ich fühle mich nicht gut. I'm not feeling well. Mein Kopf tut weh. My head hurts me. So these are the things that you can describe when you're ill. Fragen, wie es jemanden geht. So you can ask someone how is he doing or how is she doing when he or she is not well. So you can say, wie geht es Ihnen, wie geht es dir, wie fühlen Sie sich, wie fühlst du dich? Fragen und informieren beim Arzt verstehen. So you can understand the conversation and the information when you are on the doctor. Anweisungen Empfehlung geben. You will be giving a recommendation to someone. And remember, recommendation will always be in imperative. Means you are giving advice to someone. Likewise, you can say, bitte trink viel Wasser. Or trinken Sie bitte viel Wasser. Means drink a lot of water. So in this you have learned Körperteile, body parts, their Kopf, die Nase, das Bein, die Augenbrauen, die Lippen, like that. So at the doctor, what you can say, you have in the Erkältung, das Medikament, das Rezept. In grammatic, you have learned modal verb, dürfen, personal pronoun, accusative and imperative. And if you have any question from all of the above topics, you can ask me in the comment section. And this, I always say, you have to read it aloud. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.